Welcome to this special segment of the podcast where we turn our signature travel blog posts into quick listen episodes because we know high achievers like you don't always have time to scroll, but you do make time to reset. Whether you're dreaming about your next PTO escape or finally ready to stop postponing pleasure, this episode brings curated travel intel straight to your ears. If you want more support planning your next out of office moment, head to sunsetchaserstravelagency.com or check the show notes to connect with our concierge team. Now let's dive in. Is it cheaper to go on a cruise by yourself? In recent years, solo cruising has become increasingly popular among independent travelers seeking adventure and relaxation. Whether planning your first solo cruise or an experienced cruiser considering traveling alone, this guide will help you understand the key things to consider, from costs to entertainment options. Understanding solo cruise pricing. The bad news: solo travelers often face a higher price when booking a cruise ship cabin. The good news: the solo cruise market has evolved, with the best cruise lines offering more options for single cruisers. Why do cruise companies charge extra? Most cruise ship staterooms are priced based on double occupancy fare, meaning a second person is expected to share the cost. When booking as a single traveler, you might encounter a solo supplement, an extra cost ranging from 10% to 100% of the second guest rate. The best way to understand the total price is to break it down: base person price, port fees, solo supplement, final payment requirements. Finding the best deal for solo passengers. Looking for the perfect solo cruise? Let me tell you about some fantastic options I've discovered while helping other independent travelers plan their adventures. Carnival Cruise Line has really stepped up their game, especially on their newer ships. They've created these extraordinary solo staterooms that won't break the bank but still give you all the comfort you need. And if you keep an eye on Princess Cruises, you'll often catch some fantastic deals. They're known for running promotions that cut down those pesky single supplement fees. Now, if you want something specifically designed for solo travelers, you've got to check out Norwegian Cruise Line. They were the trailblazers in the solo travel scene. Their studio staterooms are clever little spaces, and they've created these cool studio lounges where you can hang out and meet other solo travelers. It's like having your private club on board. Virgin Voyages is another exciting option. They're the new kids on the block, offering a fresh take on cruising with their adults only ships and stylish solo cabins. But here's a little secret many people overlook: river cruises and smaller ships can be absolute gems for solo travelers. These intimate vessels offer a completely different vibe from the big ocean liners. You can explore Europe's stunning waterways or other incredible destinations without paying those hefty single supplement fees that are so common on larger ships. Plus, the smaller size means you'll naturally run into the same friendly faces throughout your journey, making it super easy to form genuine connections with fellow travelers. It's perfect if you prefer a more laid back personal atmosphere where you can soak in the experience at your own pace. The best part? Many cruise lines now feature dedicated solo staterooms, ranging from 100 to 150 square feet, perfect for one seeking their private space. Types of solo accommodations: interior stateroom versus ocean view options. When choosing your solo cabin, one of the first decisions you'll face is selecting between an interior room, which typically offers the lowest price point, and upgrading to a sea view cabin or a balcony cabin that provides more space and natural light for your cruise experience. Your choice will largely depend on your priorities, including your budget constraints, desired square footage, whether having an ocean view is important to you, and how much time you plan to spend in your cabin during the voyage. Special solo accommodations. Gone are the days when solo travelers were an afterthought on cruise ships. Today's cruise lines have entirely transformed the solo travel experience with their clever approach to single accommodations. Picture this: your cozy stateroom that opens up to a world of exclusive perks, from private lounges where you can chat with other travelers over coffee, to complimentary Wi Fi spots to share your adventures with friends back home. The best part? These aren't just rooms, they're your gateway to a community of fellow adventurers. Want to meet other solo travelers? These ships make it incredibly easy and natural. You might find yourself sipping wine at an exclusive tasting one evening, joining in on a lively game night the next, or making new friends at a cocktail mixer. It's the perfect balance. You have your private retreat when you want some quiet time, but you're never far from good company when you're in the mood to socialize. It's like having the best of both worlds throughout your entire voyage, making the most of your solo cruise experience. Shore excursions and activities. Picture having the entire cruise world at your fingertips, with complete freedom to design each day exactly as you want. Whether exploring Caribbean islands or Mediterranean coastlines, you can join organized shore excursions to discover local cultures with newfound friends, or wander at your own pace. The choice is always yours. Back on board, your floating resort comes alive with endless entertainment options. There's never a dull moment, from Broadway style shows and comedy clubs to heart pumping activities like rock climbing and surf simulators. What is the best part about experiencing all this solo? You get to write your adventure story, trying new things whenever the mood strikes, without having to sync schedules with anyone else. That's the magic of solo cruising, total freedom wrapped in endless possibilities. Social opportunities. Leading cruise lines have evolved to understand that while solo travelers value their independence, many also seek opportunities to connect with like minded passengers, so they've developed comprehensive social programs and spaces. Most ships offer shared seating options in the main dining room, where solo travelers can request to be placed at larger tables with other guests, creating natural opportunities for conversation and friendship over delicious meals. Beyond dining, cruise lines organize various group activities specifically designed for solo passengers, ranging from morning coffee meetups and wine tastings to dance classes and shore excursions, all crafted to help single travelers find common interests with others. Savvy solo cruisers join cruise specific Facebook groups months before sailing to connect with fellow passengers, share tips, and organize pre cruise meetups. In contrast, onboard organized singles cruise events like cocktail parties and themed gatherings provide additional opportunities to forge connections that can last well beyond the voyage. Finding cheap cruises for solo travelers. Timing your booking. Timing is crucial in securing the best deal for your solo cruise adventure. Booking during wave season, typically from January through March, can yield significant savings as cruise lines compete to fill their ships for the upcoming year. If you have flexible schedules, last minute deals can offer surprisingly low rates as cruise lines aim to fill remaining cabins before departure. Consider planning your voyage during shoulder season, those sweet spots just before or after peak season, when you can enjoy favorable weather conditions at more budget friendly prices. Working with travel agents. Here's a little insider secret. Working with a dedicated travel agency like Sunset Chasers can be a game changer when planning your solo cruise adventure. They've got access to incredible deals you won't find anywhere else, even if you spend hours searching online. Trust me, these folks know their stuff. Think of the Sunset Chasers team as your cruise matchmakers. Not only can they snag you those hidden solo traveler rates, but they're also constantly looking for special promotions that could save you hundreds on those pesky solo supplement fees. Need a place to stay before or after your cruise? They've got you covered there too, arranging everything from hotel stays to transfers so you don't have to worry about a thing. The best part? You're not just getting a booking agent, you're getting a partner who understands the ins and outs of solo cruising. They'll be there with you every step, from helping you pick the perfect cabin to ensuring all the little details are taken care of. It's like having a knowledgeable friend in the travel industry dedicated to making your solo adventure fantastic. While solo travelers have traditionally faced higher costs due to single supplements, many cruise lines are now offering more budget friendly options for independent adventurers, explains travel industry expert and CLIA certified cruise specialist Mallory Lindsley. Some ships now feature dedicated solo cabins priced for one person, and we're seeing more cruise lines offer reduced or waived single supplements during promotional periods. The key is knowing when and where to book. While you might pay more than if you were splitting a room, the overall value can be excellent when you consider that your fare includes accommodation, dining, entertainment, and transportation between destinations. Pro tips for your first solo cruise. If you're planning your first cruise alone, here are some valuable insider tips to enhance your experience and potentially save money. Connecting through social media. Before setting sail, join Facebook groups dedicated to solo cruisers. These online communities are treasure troves of information, where experienced solo travelers share their insights, tips, and authentic experiences. Groups like Solo Cruise Enthusiasts or specific cruise line solo traveler groups often post about great deals and upcoming singles cruise events, and sometimes even organize meetups on board. Members frequently discuss their experiences with different ships' solo staterooms and share insider tips about the best cruise lines for independent travelers. Understanding single rate policies, take time to thoroughly research cruise lines' single rate policies, as they can vary significantly between companies. Some cruise lines, like Norwegian and Royal Caribbean, have made significant strides in accommodating solo travelers with reduced or waived solo supplements during specific periods. Understanding these policies helps you identify the best deal and avoid unexpected extra costs. Remember that policies might differ even among ships within the same cruise line. Comparing fare structures, don't just look at the advertised per person price, dig deeper into the mathematics of cruise pricing. Compare the double occupancy fare versus solo supplement costs across different cabin categories and cruise lines. Sometimes paying a higher base fare for a dedicated solo stateroom is cheaper than a solo supplement on a standard cabin. Create a spreadsheet to track total price comparisons, including port fees and additional charges, to ensure you make a truly informed decision. Exploring solo accommodations. Many new ships now offer dedicated solo staterooms explicitly designed for single travelers. While typically smaller than standard rooms, these cabins often include special perks like access to a private lounge where you can meet other solo travelers. Ships like Norwegian Epic and Royal Caribbean's Quantum class vessels have pioneered these solo friendly accommodations, offering everything from interior rooms to balcony cabins specifically designed for one person. Taking advantage of independent traveler programs. Look into cruise lines that offer comprehensive programs for independent travelers. These programs often include organized group activities specifically for solo travelers, hosted dinners in the main dining room where you can meet other singles, special shore excursions designed for solo guests, welcome receptions and meetups throughout the cruise, access to exclusive spaces like solo lounges or gathering areas. Taking that first step into solo cruising might feel like a big leap, but here's the thing: with some preparation and insider knowledge, you're in for an incredible adventure. I've watched cruise lines transform their solo travel experiences in recent years, creating exceptional spaces and programs for independent travelers like you. Whether you dream of peaceful moments watching sunsets from your private balcony or looking forward to making new friends at dinner, there's a perfect solo cruise experience waiting for you. Here's a pro tip: consider partnering with the fantastic team at Sunset Chasers Travel Agency. They're like your personal cruise concierge, with access to exclusive deals and special perks you won't find when booking on your own. Plus, they've helped countless solo travelers navigate their first cruise adventures, so they know exactly what questions to ask and which options suit your style best. The secret to a fantastic solo cruise, it's all in the planning. Take time to research your options, think about what you want from your voyage, and let experts like Sunset Chasers handle the tricky details. That way, when you finally step aboard your ship, whether heading to the crystal clear waters of the Caribbean or exploring exotic ports across the globe, you can focus on what matters: having the time of your life.